Hey y'all, right after I did my makeup I thought, why would I not in a makeup tutorial just go ahead and finish it out and do a tutorial of everything. So I already have just done this look, and so now I'm going to do the liner and mascara part. What do y'all think of that? Do you like that? Okay, so I have my, this is my Chanel eyelash curler. I also have a CoverGirl one, a Mary Kay one, and a Charlotte Tilbury one. And of all of them, which one do I like the best? I say the Charlotte Tilbury because it's wider based. I think that is my favorite one. But I really like my CoverGirl one, and you can get that at the grocery store. So, you know. Do y'all ever do this? I don't know what I've done with it. I have these earrings and the necklace that I bought with it from Noonday, which contributes money. It's not in there. Contributes money to really good causes, and I believe the main one is against domestic violence and sex trafficking. So I'm a huge fan of Noonday. It's all one word, Noonday, one word, .com, and please go support them. They're fantabulous with what they're doing. But anyway, before I get started, what I was going to tell you is I have the earrings and I lost the necklace. And the thing is, I had already lost the necklace once, found it, went, oh, that's where that is. Now I've lost it again. I don't know what to do with it. I hate that. Okay, so now I'm going to use a blending brush. Actually, that's not that's a highlighting brush, I think. Where's blending brush? Is that one? Blender, blender, please. There's one. That's a dazzling crease brush. I'm using it as a blender because I just want to blend my edges a little bit. Just make sure, especially right here on the edge, because I'm fixing to do liner. You want to make sure you've gotten rid of any lines or edge lines before you put your liner on. So just blended that out a little bit. And one of the things I've learned, go ahead and it makes it a little hard to get behind the lash when you do this, but if you go ahead and curl your lashes before you do your liner, you don't have to wait for the liner to dry. Whereas if you put the liner on and then you do this, as soon as you take it off, it takes some of the liner back off with it if it isn't fully dried. There we go. What do y'all think of this lip color from Chanel? It's very mauve, very deep pink mauve, whereas I'm used to more of a rust rose. This is more of a pink rose. It's called Chic Rosewood, which means it's cool toned, and I like it, but I really love my soft rose, and I'm really upset that that girl says they're no longer carrying it. That may have been just Nordstrom's no longer carrying it. You know, I need to get out on Chanel.com and see if they have it. If they do, I guess I need to order up, right? Makes me so mad though. I don't see that necklace hanging anywhere. I got a little mirror in front of me, and it's the one that I bought when I went to Blue Ridge Mountains that I showed y'all in a haul. And it has little birdies all over it, and I've got all kinds of jewelry hanging on it, and I have to look through that to see. Some people who have larger setups, which I just have not ever bothered, hook up their camera to their computer, which I actually have a huge screen. It's an HP, but it's a huge screen. And they use that as a monitor to see what's coming through the camera. I actually use the little flip out screen. That's why sometimes I look to the right to look through the camera to see time, but it's so far away I can't see the time, so that might be helpful. Which would make me probably speed up a little bit, and that way y'all wouldn't have parts 1 and 2, which I know that bugs some of you. Others, I've heard you say, no, I love getting parts 1 and 2, because then when I complete both parts, I feel like I've accomplished something for the day. That's cute. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and do the liner. Now you can choose 1 or 2 kind of liners. When I do my favorites, all-time favorites, must-haves, I will not make myself do only one, and this is the reason why. I really love for a very thin liner to have the DHC. It's the DHC Liquid Eyeliner EX, and it is the tiniest, tiniest, tiniest. But because I'm wearing kind of darker color today, it would just get lost. It would almost look like it's not there. And if that's the look you're wanting, that's fine, if you want it to be that subtle. But if I want a little bit darker, then I go ahead and use my Tartist. And what I love about Tartist is it has both the crayon, even though this is not my favorite. My favorite crayon is my It Cosmetics one. And I just noticed that this is the one that I really need to throw away. I don't see another one though, so I may have to use that. These are all DHCs. We'll use this one last time because I noticed the crayon is gone. Meaning this is probably almost worn out too. But it's just thicker, and so when you have a darker color on, this shows up better. Do you see how that's very showy? Because of the brown being so dark. And also we put black in the corner. If you put a very thin line on, you would not even notice it. Yeah, this is almost out. I'm having a hard time even building my line. So yeah, this is almost done. Let's see if I can get one last use out of this. Whoops, I made a little hump. We fixed it. And I have to kind of go, this is why it's making a hump. I'm having to go kind of behind the eyelashes because they're curled up because we did that first. Oh, gosh, I made so many little humps that now this looks super thick. Because it's going way above the actual lash line. Which that's fine. And also because I'm talking while I do liner. Which is not the best way to do liner. Okay. So I really humped that up big. What I mean is I made an arc. Instead of getting it right down at the lash line, I made a big arc. So that's there. I just did it again. So at least they'll be even because I'm going to have to even it out to match the other eye. But first get right down at the base of the lash because you don't want the skin showing through is the whole point. But see now how that's nice and close? It's not on the other eye, so I'm going to have to come up and arch a little bit. Oops. Luckily, I have my little, I can wipe it off. Use my finger to kind of dab off a boo-boo. Yep, this is going to be the last time. I think I said that the last time I used this, but this is the last time. This is going to have to go in the trash. I'm really struggling to get this to connect. Bree has her thoughts on the matter. Matter of fact, I don't know if y'all can see, but when I'm going over it, it's not even doing anything. That's how little is left. There, perfect. I think it evened it out. That's not a smooth line. There. Okay, do you see? And what does a cat eye do? It just gives a little bit of sass to the eye. Because it goes up, kind of brings your eye up, and also when you look down, it kind of looks like you have lashes going out. So, bye-bye to this one, but this is one of my favorites. I need to get me a new one. This is the Tartist. On one end, it has the crayon for the inner waterline, and on the other end, it has a felt tip pen, which is a little thicker. You can use just the tip end if you want to make it really thin like the DHC, but nothing matches the DHC. Nothing as far as having a really thin line. So now we can do mascara, which I, as y'all know, for quite a few, I was going to say weeks, but months really, have just fallen in love with this mascara from L'Oreal. It's called Unlimited Mascara, and it has this little contraption on it so that if you wanted to, you can bend this, and it gives more of a curl effect. I don't know. I don't normally like to do that. I'll do it today just because I never have. Okay? So, I need a mirror. First, what do? We tip the ends. Always tip the ends first. Tip those towards the nose and these towards the ear. Then just tip the rest. Excuse me, my little baby girl is having a little meltdown, Bree. I need you to chill, sweetheart. Okay. So let's bend this. I'm going to swirl it around a little. Oops, you have to hold the black base to swirl it around because it's the blue. Oh, and I guess I need to bend it. There. So I guess this is to do this. Is that helpful? You know, actually, ergonomically, it kind of is. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm trying to get the ball with my toes while you're not looking. I guess this actually is somewhat helpful, y'all. Oh, I haven't done my underliner. Because there was none on my Tartist, and I don't see, believe it or not, I do not see I really don't see my, what is that? Oh, that's a brow product. I don't see my It Cosmetics Infallible Mechanical Eyeliner. Okay, so this is L'Oreal. Let's try it. It's in black. It's crayon liner. It says it's infallible. Is it gel? Mechanical. Doesn't say it's gel. So I don't know how smooth it's going to go on. Oh, it's going on very, very smooth. Again, you can get this at your drugstore. The reason I like L'Oreal is you can get it at the drugstore or the grocery store. It's just that simple. Instead of having to find an Ulta or find a Sephora for some of the other name brands. And it's also reasonably priced. Sometimes they're competitively priced. Sometimes they are the same because they're saying, hey, if Ulta can, if It Cosmetics can ask for that, so can I. Y'all actually really like that a lot as a liner. This may be my new liner. I love it, actually. That went on very smooth. All right, so this is the L'Oreal Infallible Matte-Matic. And this, of course, is in ultra black.